Hello everyone, my name is Alex Pence and I'm here today to talk to you about marijuana and more specifically the reasons why I think it should be legalized. And I know a lot of people are very hesitant when it comes to making marijuana legal, and a lot of that is because it's lumped in the same category as the harder drugs like cocaine or meth. But a lot of people don't realize why it was given such a bad reputation in the first place. And that is because in the 1930s, when the Mexican immigrants started first really coming over into the United States, they brought with them a stronger strand of marijuana. In the states, we already had marijuana, in states like California and stuff, but it wasn't as strong. They didn't have the same kind of hallucinogenic effect that the strand that the Mexican immigrants brought over with them did. But when they came over, they themselves, the immigrants themselves, were given a reputation of being violent or being criminals. So naturally, whatever they brought over with them was given a bad reputation at the same time. And that kind of reputation is just stuck. There's no actual, backing behind why it was given such bad reputation. Now, the first point I'd like to make is about money. Everybody cares about money. When a couple years ago, Colorado was one of the first states to really legalize marijuana throughout their state. In the 6 years that it's been legal, according to the Colorado.gov website, which is the actual Colorado website for the state, in the past 6 years that it's been legal, they have made a straight profit of $30 million. And that's not like how much is sold or anything. That's just pure profit, what they have gained off the tax money from selling this marijuana legally. And that's all money that they weren't getting when it was just being traded on the streets. Obviously they can't tax stuff that people are giving cash to their dealer down the street for. And that's money that they can use to help their individual state, like build schools or help repair roads or whatever the state itself is in need of. They could use that money. Now, my second main point is, again, it kind of falls into money, but to me, it's more about the justice system and the way the prisons work. But anyway, I'm just going to give you a statistic first. According to the Boise State.edu website, which again is the educational website for Idaho, for Boise, it costs roughly $30,000 to $35,000 a year to house a single inmate. And that's just what taxpayers pay, every bit of it. Now, if marijuana was made legal, all the criminals that had anything to do with marijuana that were in jail because of it could be let out or not prosecuted or whatever, and that would be money that that the taxpayers would save that they could spend on other stuff. But more importantly, it frees up jail space, because before this pandemic happened, you couldn't turn on the news without hearing about how our jails were all overcrowded. And I don't have a specific statistic for that, but I'm sure at least a good portion of that was from marijuana related crimes. And I personally believe that instead of jails being like, okay, we need to let out some inmates, who do we let out? That they might let out a murderer or a rapist. They should just make marijuana legal and not have to worry about housing those inmates for something that really honestly shouldn't even be a crime. Now, the last point that I'm going to make is probably the most important, really, and that's the medical benefits of it. When the legalization of weed, or marijuana, I'm sorry, first became a good idea, or a big idea, something that the states might actually follow up on, it came out pretty early on, that it helped with glaucoma. Now, as the debates and possibility and more states have legalized marijuana, more studies have been done about the medical benefits. And according to Harvard University, it's health.harvard.edu, they have discovered that it helps with insomnia, anxiety, spasm attacks, and just straight up pain. It can be a pain reliever. Now, the specific chemical in marijuana that helps with that is CBD, and that's just one of the many active ingredients in marijuana. But the point is that marijuana could be used to improve a lot of people's quality of life. It could just, and especially the older generation, it could really help make them more comfortable if they keep an open mind and possibly realize that some stuff was given a bad reputation from a hasty judgment, way back when, and it needs to be appended or adapted. But that's my reasons. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.